Welcome back, insufferable gaming fans. Rosser here. Now this time, things are going to be a little bit more sporadic, because I was just going to kind of show off a few things I have done thus far. I've expanded the wall around the place a bit, and I've built a couple of additional houses so that we can spawn more villagers, which so far has started working, as we have a tiny child villager here. Hopefully that'll grow up to be something useful. Also, I've, tried to start some agriculture here, but naturally I'll need to make a much bigger farm. And as to where I'm going from here... Oh, I also excavated the whole place so that there wasn't a bunch of crap all around on the ground. Did a few home improvements. Nothing too major so far. But I've been collecting resources from outside the town. Pretty much the only ready source of food is fish because of the ocean. Oh, and also I got my armor shot all to blazes, like in a big way. So I've just been heading outside of town to do resource gathering and building the wall back. Naturally, I'll want a more permanent wall. Let's see what to say about this. We've kind of got this area up here. One of the next things I'm going to want to do is to try to flatten down this mountain and use it for resources. Down there you see an island where I've been growing some trees, and out in the distance there's actually a forest where I've been gathering trees. Another thing I'd like to do is try to find some livestock. I've been growing reeds as well because I'll eventually be wanting a map. If I don't get a map, I am most definitely going to wind up getting lost at some point. But pretty much the farthest I've been has been just over here, to this wooded area. I guess we can take a look and see if we can find any animals that can easily be led back fairly quickly. I don't want to go too far because I don't want to get lost, which is a real concern of mine. You've all seen how I tend to get lost frequently and thoroughly. I always try to keep an eye out for some seeds and whatnot. If I just happen to be in the area of getting them. I also need to manufacture some arrows because close range combat has really not been kind to me lately. So, what do we got? Haven't really been exploring much here. But if I get lost, I can just walk back along the coastline. So I'm not too awful worried about it right now. Yeah, that's one way of doing things. Aha! We have sheep. I wonder if I can get a few to follow me back to town. We need to get at least 2 back there. So maybe that's what we'll do. Now, this could be a long process. I also hear cows. Okay, so things aren't going to be bad. We'll have a more ready source of food. We just gotta make sure we can get these sheep back home. And I will do that by traveling along the coast. Just gotta make sure they... And here comes a cow as well. Here comes a couple of cows. Awesome. Now, if we can just slowly work our way back, we'll have a nice little menagerie going. The downside is, it is going to be dark soon, and that is going to cause some problems. Come on, cow. Come on. I might leave these guys here and come back for them. That would almost definitely be safer than trying to get them home with the impending zombie attacks, so maybe that's what I'll do. Right now, I will just flee back home. Ooh, a cave. I can check that out later too, on camera. Probably nothing to it, but maybe. Alright. Let's get back. Back to where I belong. Assuming I didn't get hopelessly lost already. Whoa, I don't want to fall down there. That's another nice deep hole that I can eventually find myself in. Ah, there's the village. And there's some cows that are closer to the village. Awesome. Okay, things work out well. And there's a dude in gold armor whom I wish to destroy. Wait a minute, is that the village or is that just some lava or something? That is just some lava or something. Super nifty. But we're back to the desert area, so I should be able to roll around and locate the village. Locate the village. Any minute now. Okay, well I've located skeletons. That's not quite as nice as locating the village. And there goes all of my stuff. But, fortunately, I had this area. So I will head back there, collect my stuff, and also guide some cows and sheep back to the village. So you will see me again when that happens. Okay, I've done a little bit of clearing off of the land. So we've, I also built a front gate. I made this island into my temporary tree farm and also have been harvesting some reeds, so there's that. And if I could just hop up on the wall for a second, I will show you what I have been... Well, I want to make sure that none of the villagers can get out as well. But if we head around, we can walk through here and you can see that I've cleared out a huge portion of that area. And I'm not sure why that zombie's not burning. But that was almost all mountain. It was really difficult to get it fixed up. Get rid of that guy. I'll go back for that later. And we also cleared off a bit of land that was keeping me from being able to expand out that way, so now we've got a lot more leeway. Here we filled in some sinkholes, as well as cleared off the land, so now we can expand out through there, and back there. And we're basically just going to have a whole lot more room to work with. And I might go ahead and fill that in so I can have a nice level area to bring some more around. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build these 3 sand high wall around, and then when I get it all good and secure, I'll knock down the retaining wall and maybe have room for a proper wheat farm and raise some cattle. Maybe even build a few more buildings. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do now. And if anything else interesting happens, I will let you know. Oh, also, there's one more villager than there was. So one more birth, but he sells the exact same, or trades the exact same stuff as the other guy in the white coat, so that wasn't as exciting. Okay, time lapse again. And we have leapt forward in time again. In the meanwhile, I have annexed some more land. Haha, burn, skeleton. And I've also started a mining operation for some much needed materials and supplies. And yeah, I made this an iron door so the villagers couldn't wander in and fall down and hurt themselves. I have been doing a bit of farming. I found some sheep. Got my cow population built up. And I have been working on leveling out that area, that big hill. But while I was working on taking down that hill, apparently I stumbled into some ancient Indian burial ground or something. There have been strange noises and villagers complaining about shadowy figures and whatnot. And I can confirm some of this because while I was working on the far end, let's get rid of this creeper. Let's try not to knock it directly into town. Well, that helps me clear out a little bit of it, so hooray, I guess. But while I was digging and leveling, I found, uncovered, otherwise located, well, where the hell was it? I swear it was just here a minute ago. Of course there's another creeper. Why wouldn't there be? Come on. There we go. Actually managed to kill that one without it blowing up in my face that time. Now, where were we? Aha! Yes, I found this. So, what we're going to do now, to finish off this particular episode, is explore this area and see what we may see. This might be where some of these monster sounds have been coming from. And so far, it's looking at least a little bit substantial. So if we light this up, maybe we'll get fewer zombies and spiders and especially Endermen. Wow, look at that. We have discovered something very special here. What I want to do is walk around and light up as much of this as possible before I try to take down that big pit back there. And I've given up trying to use the torches in any kind of navigational manner because I can't do it properly. I can't use the torches for navigation. I just wind up getting lost again every time. I might just let that blow right the hell up. Because why not? Saves me from having to dig a little bit. Okay. There is a lot of area and crap back here. Ah. And skeleton. There is a lot of a skeleton. Ah. Lured him around the corner. Shot him a few times. I'm getting lag from hell. All of a sudden. That is not going to help me out. 1 second while I try to do something about this lag. Let's see if that's fixed it a bit. Still lagging quite a bit. I don't know what's caused that all of a sudden, but we're here. We might as well go with it a bit. I sure do wish I had some arrows I could use. And also some navigational skills I can use. Looks like this is going to be a pretty substantial area. Cave system. Thing. Come on. They're juggling me. It's only funny when I juggle. I am some kind of juggling clown. Oh yeah, we should be good and hopelessly lost now. If things get really bad, I might have to dig my way up and out. Wouldn't be the first time that's happened. Although, it would appear that we are close-ish to the surface. Maybe, if I take out this sand block, we'll just swim right up here. This is not what I would call close to the surface. At all. I don't know where the hell this is. Well, outside the town limits, that's for damn sure. Well, at least this gave us a nice out. This way we can just head back in. Yeah, seems like that cave system stretched pretty good distance. Wrapped around on itself a couple of times. It's been known to happen. Let's try exploring this way this time. Peg off as many of these dead ends as we can, and maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to go back and collect the resources. Or, alternately, maybe we'll just get stuck in a damn pit with spiders coming. It's a crapshoot. I will probably need to dig out some of these resources now, so I'll have enough coal to make more torches. We'll do a little bit more looking around first. Creepy, creepy, creepy. They're using tactics. What to be done? Can be done. Damn, exploding knuckleheads. And you just know that more of them are going to sneak up behind me. It's inevitable. Hello. Well, saves me from having to fight him at least. Can't complain too much on that one. Just gonna torch up as much as I can. No telling where I'll end up. But one thing's for sure. I can't do too much more of it. With no coal and didn't bring any wood with me. I really didn't expect this little area to go quite this far back in here. Truth be told. Looks like we've come around a bit, though. There's that big central pit again. So, I guess what I can do for right now is collect a few resources. And then, after I've done that, I can go out, stock up, and work on what's... Hey, I found a helmet in that. A beat-up golden helmet, which doesn't help me a whole lot. But this iron does. And that coal will. Now, I don't want to use this pit as my main set of resources or anything, because I've got a mining operation that will be a little bit easier to maintain for that. So if I can just find my way back out... Actually, what I'll probably do is I'll probably chop a few more layers off of the hill that's on top of this thing, and then it will be easier to find my way out in the future. Yep, just gonna mine a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And a couple of these. And this little touch of iron right here. Just so I'll have it. Because there may come a time very soon when I need an iron pick or two. And I don't have enough iron left for those things. And there's the layer of sandstone up there, so I should be able to tear the top off of this thing like a scab before much longer. Let's just find our way back to the surface. That was not the way back to the surface at all, was it, Steve? Nor was that. Oh, goody. Getting lost. That's my favorite part of any dungeon crawl. Aha. Nope. Aha. Yes. Now we're back roughly in the starting area. Grab some more of this on the way out. I really was completely out of coal, so this is good. As long as I don't get snuck up on by anything too awfully difficult. Like 8 creepers. And just blow my ass to oblivion. And we got this weird frame rate drop again. I may need to delete some excess files. I'll just leave that. Let's get out of here. This isn't the way out. Well, it must be near it. Because I see sand. And daylight. That's not daylight. That's moonlight. And that is the way Willie waters. And we're out. Okay. So, I'll just do all that stuff I said. I'll explore that a little bit. I'll turn the camera back on if anything interesting happens. But until then, this is your old pal Rosser. Take a drink.